Hello there, this is Josh Oakes with Media Leaders, and I'm excited in this video to have a guest speaker talk with us about 3 tips for setting realistic goals. On the call right now, I have Debra Eckerling. Debra, welcome to the video.
Oh, thank you, Josh. Thanks for having me. I'm very excited to help people with their goal setting.
Well, I'm excited to have you here. You're with guidedgoals.com. You've helped me with a bunch of my goals. You even helped me walk me through writing my book, which was a huge achievement in my life. Without further ado, I want to step right into some of these goals, if you don't mind. Can you walk us through 3 tips for setting realistic goals?
Yes, I'd be very, very happy to do that. The first thing really that anyone has to do, and it doesn't matter if they're an author, an entrepreneur, an expert, is to write your future bio. You want to know, we all know where we want to be, or at least we think we do, but it's important to just give yourself the time and the opportunity to, visualize the life that you want and then write out your future bio. And the really important thing is you want to write your future bio in the present tense. So write it as if it's already happening to you. And this you can write as a magazine article, you can write it as a column. You want to sit and you want to visualize it because you have to see what you want in order to get it.
Love it. That's great.
But yeah, write it. It could be a press release. You can even do a Q&A with your future self and just have it there so you know what you are aspiring to achieve.
That's great.
And brainstorm your goals. That's once you know what you want, brainstorm it. Take a big old piece of paper, a computer document, and just write out all the things that you want. And what's really important is you want to set personal goals as well as professional goals. If your office is a mess, a great personal goal would be to organize your desk. Or let's say you want to lose 5 pounds. Great. You want to get in shape and feel good about yourself because the things that you do in your personal goals will help you with your professional goals. So you're writing a book. Great. I want to write a book by the end of the year. I want to start a business. Anything and everything that you think you want or you think you should do, call them goals, tasks, just make a big old list with everything you want in there. And then you prioritize. Okay, I want to start a business, I want to write a book, I want to do a web series, I want to... Give me another one, Josh.
For me, let's see, I want to host another conference.
You want to host another conference. Great. What do you need to do first? Well, hosting a conference, set the timeline. I want to host a conference in 3 months. Great. I want to work on another book. Okay, I want to get that done by the end of the year.
Great. So, and you and I do this all the time, the brainstorming goals. I think if I could add one thing to this, if you don't mind, it would be brainstorm your goals also with other people, not only on paper, but have somebody else that you can bounce goals off because they'll hold you accountable and they'll ask you questions that make you really dive in deep and think about it.
Oh, you mean like we do?
Yes.
That's a great ad. So you make your big list or you talk your list. Obviously, I do goal coaching. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And you figure out what needs to be done in what order to achieve the desired results to get you to your future bio.
Yeah, and that walks us right into the next one.
You need to set achievable timelines. If you are working a full-time job, is it realistic to start a business and write a book by the end of the year? Probably not. But you can write a chapter a month while you are working on getting your business started. So you want to set your you've got your big list of personal and professional goals. Maybe you want to meet more people, so networking. Once a month you need to go to a networking event. That is a monthly goal.
Yeah. Each
quarter you want to have 3 chapters to review of your book. That's a little bit of a cheaty thing. I think a chapter a month is good, or 3 chapters in 3 months is good. But if you miss 2 months and you're driving yourself crazy to write 3 chapters in 1 month to catch up on your quarterly goals, just hit the reset button.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then start over. But and this is especially important at the beginning of the year. Everybody does resolutions. I do goals. Okay, by the end of the year, I want to have a web series. I want to have an ebook and a book that I am sending out to be published traditionally. What needs to be done each week, each month, each quarter in order to get the goals for that year done? And then the way you do that is you put them in your calendar with reminders.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a daily look at your goals reminder in your calendar.
I do.
I do a to-do list for the week. I'm getting ahead of the bonus goal. But I do a to-do list, and each week I look at the list and I copy it and I paste it into the next week. I take out what was done the week before, and then I set up, Sunday night or Monday morning. It really depends on which time works for you. Some people, it's just your schedule. Some people like to do this at night because they're up and roaring in the morning. Other people like to do it in the morning because then they get all excited and they're ready to work on their goals for the day. Mm-hmm. So the weekly to-do list, and then you use your daily list to increase productivity. So when you make a to-do list, you never ever should expect to get everything done on the day you make the to-do list.
That's a wise piece of advice. That's very good.
I think it's you get somewhere between 30 and 50% of your list done in a day, which is fine because you can copy and paste it or carry it over. So what I was saying is I make my weekly to-do list, and then after I do something, I move it to, in the same calendar appointment, to the done section. And by the end of the week, anything that's done, great. Anything that's still on the to-do list will get carried over. Mm-hmm. And this is something you need to look at, like I said, every day. Make an appointment. Put in your calendar to look at this list, and it's constantly evolving. The other thing that you should remember if you're setting goals is things in your life change and your goals change, and that's okay. Yeah. If you make a decision that you say you want to do 2 conferences a year, right, Josh? Mm-hmm. Am I remembering correctly from what we've discussed? That's fine. Maybe you decide you want to do 1 conference a year because it's too much work to do 2. Or maybe you want to do 4.
Yeah.
That's fine. Or maybe you want to do 1 conference a year and 3 speaking engagements, or 6. So as your priorities change, your goals are going to change, and that's fine. The only recommendation I would make is don't change your big picture goals more often than like every month or every quarter, because if you're changing your big picture goals every week, then you really need to be focusing and figuring out what it is you want, and that's fine too. But if you're changing your goals every week, it just means you don't see your future yet. So just keep working that out, keep brainstorming. There's no timeline on the life you want. You just have to figure it out and then make a plan to achieve it, and that's what goals are for.
Debra, thanks so much for being with us today. This is pretty awesome.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me. And just I cannot stress enough how important it is for people. They can get whatever they want. They just have to see it and then move forward to achieve it.
Great. Those of you that are watching this video, you can click the links below to connect with Debra on LinkedIn. You can also visit guidedgoals.com to learn more about her. I 100% endorse her. I think she's a great person, and she's really good at what she does. Also, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and as well to the mailing list that's at MediaLeaders.com to stay updated on our next events. Thanks, everybody, for being a member of Media Leaders, and as always, keep it light, bright, and polite. Have a great day.